Highas and higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being present. We are going to read our daily affirmations for the inner child. And at this time, if you're feeling like you finally got a connection with your inner child, or you have the sensation of this inner spark, I encourage you to check out the birthday reading today, because there's something about your inner spark. You're having a breakthrough, an inner spark, and it really helping you shift and transform something within yourself. Okay, let's see what we have here. June 20th, it is also the solstice today. Okay, it's about fear. Today's topic is about fear. And before we get into it, I must say my own connection with my inner child in the beginning, there was a lot of layers to go through just to even connect to her, because of the fear that had been placed, because of the fear that was there since the beginning of time for us here on planet Earth school. So just allow that to sink in. And if you're new to connecting with your inner child, maybe you've only done a few inner child journeys or meditations, I'm not sure. Maybe you wake up every day and speak with your inner child. But sometimes there's blockages, or sometimes it's hard to connect, or you're having a difficult time understanding or gaining knowledge, insight, wisdom. Just know that that's out there. I will be the initiator today. Do you see the little child hanging back behind the tree? It's me. I'm afraid to come out, afraid to play ball, afraid to start anything at all. Don't initiate anything, the warning voices fly. You might get hurt, you might be rejected, and so I no longer want to try. Today is the day to change all that. Today is the day I can initiate anything I want. I can ask for what my inner child wants. I can be the one to begin. It feels good to begin. My soul radiates new energy and light. Today I will not be afraid to initiate something I've wanted to try for a long time. I no longer need to hide behind the tree. I like this, how today is the day to change all that. Today you can initiate what you want. You can begin to feel good. Yeah, I mean, we're really here to be happy and to live our life purpose. We're not here to struggle so hard. We actually tend to create these struggles. A lot of times we create them in our own mind. Other times it's environments of where we're at that create them for us, depending on what that is. You know, staying in a relationship that may not be working because one thing or another. Moving to a location to get away from others versus moving to a location because of a new job, a new career, or because you put your finger on a map somewhere but with a blindfold on and thought, okay, this is where I'm moving, because you're adventurous and spontaneous like that. Making sure that you're doing these things not as retaliation, not out of, it's weird that that's coming up. So maybe there is some sort of self-destructive behavior that someone here is doing to their own inner child, and they're continuing to do it, but they know that it hurts them. I don't know if it's a disbelief or lack of faith. Maybe it's anger, resentment. That's what it is. There's anger and resentment for the feeling that you being told by your inner child about fear, that they're afraid to communicate or open up to you. Your sensitive self is shutting down and reacting angrily. And unfortunately, that's not going to really help the situation at all. It's not going to help you, which is the ultimate goal, because that's the reason you even are here. That's the reason you wanted to watch the video. That's the reason you feel this strong urge to connect to your inner child, is because you are going through some things. And it takes time, it takes patience, it takes practice. Everything in life does. If there's anything that I've learned a lot on the spiritual journey that I've been on recently, and my huge 180 shift that I've experienced on my own path. But I've definitely learned, and I still continue to learn, patience in a lot of different areas of my life. Patience is a very helpful tool. It's a wonderful tool to work with. It is a tool. Patience is. So maybe having that mindset can help you. And it may help you actually check out the birthday reading today. If you are struggling with this, if you do have that sort of mentality going on with you right now, the fear can take you away to places that really weren't ever even meant for you, but your mind goes there. And because your mind goes there, that's where your energy flows, your energy goes. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. We've got happiness. Yeah, happiness is the ultimate goal. That's what I started the video was, we're here to be happy. We're here to live a happy life. There's lessons along the way. There's challenges, but those don't have to stop us in our tracks. We can let them stop us in our track very much. You can let it take your life. You can let it consume your life. You can let it run over your life if you want. But I don't think that you want that. You're here because you're really, you're on this, you're on a different path now. You're on the path of trying to actually, follow your gut, your instincts more. Do more of what you do want to do versus what someone else tells you they want you to do. Versus someone else thinking for you or feeling as if you lack intelligence. Using your own intelligence, because you are very intelligent, by the way. You have a lot of knowledge. You are also brought here to this planet at this time for a specific reason. And it's important to figure out what that reason is. So we're going to take these two, even though I was only going to pull one more, but they flew out. And there's something about also something you see and something you don't see. Look at this. And what you see here is we can see an angel looking down, but we can't see this other card. So there's something about not being able to see something, and that's causing your constriction or your, not being able to see your inner child perhaps is causing disconnect in your brain. The perception and the reality. That was not today's birthday reading. Yesterday's birthday reading was about that. It was about perceptions, how you see your perception, and how it's creating your reality and harm, and could be, I don't want to say harmful. What is it? It's more like it's just preventing you from growing, from progressing. Okay, let's see what we have here for this to help you. Oh, we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, I mean, Three of Swords, and you've surrendered to this pain. This is grief. This is heartache, loss. That's what this is. And you're holding it sacred, close to your heart. You're holding it there because you're going to keep this close to your heart for a while as you heal. And you don't want to forget this moment. You don't want to be in this moment forever, but you definitely want to have this moment in your mind because it's sacred to you. The loss that you've suffered. You've been through a loss, and this could be the fear. Look at how, this happiness, it is, the spirit, this butterfly is going right toward this Three of Swords. Here we have an angel looking down on you here. Here we have another angel looking down on you here. And here's the Four of Swords. So you go from the Three of Swords to the Four of Swords. So there is progress. There's movement from this heartbreak to, really? I got to download, and I was surprised to hear what I heard, but I must share. Self-pity? Maybe perhaps you go from grieving about others to grieving for yourself or feeling pity up on yourself. This may have something to do with the ego. You're in your mind a lot right here. I mean, you go from, wow, look at this. To begin with happiness and end with the full energy. Okay. This is hope, faith, moving forward, trusting, knowing and understanding who you are, the process. I mean, you are going from a 3 to a 4. So there is a leveling up, and then you go directly to the 0. I mean, these two are relatively the same thing. Happiness is the Fool. You're going to gain inner peace by working through this energy, this grieving process. Okay, so someone is grieving the loss of their old identity, and it's struggling. So in this instance, today has been a lot about an inner spark happening with others, and that inner spark allowing the ability to quickly manifest of letting go and of what isn't working for you, for the guilt, the shame, the fear, resentment, anger, letting go of these emotions at this time. And as you let go, something new is coming in, and there's not like this integration process for what's happening with this energy at this time today in this moment. It's not an integration process like it was a month ago when we had all these, wow, all the planetary alignments, all the things that were going on with not just the retrogrades, but the planetary shifts that have happened, where they've been in certain positions for 20, 30 years and they've moved into a new position. All of these transformations, we had this integration process of where things were staying outside of our aura waiting, and they were like pockets building up to where some things would come in whenever we were ready, and we actually held that space for ourselves to open that space up. And these were bigger, much bigger things. Not to say that this is small, but these areas of whatever it is that is the struggle, the challenge, the frustration, the weight that's weighing you down, and you're going through with your inner child, is it is moving, flowing quickly. It's like being able to let go. And this could be something petty. Maybe you've always you had to have towels folded a certain way, and if the towels weren't folded a certain way, then you were angry. So these little things, like you're letting this go, and as you let this go, this fresh new energy is ready to come in of like acceptance. So you not only let go, but you immediately start to accept. So some of this information, if this feels like you're resonating with it, I encourage you to check out all the other readings, the birthday reading today, the angel numbers, especially the angel card and the animal spirit. They all are about this movement, this transformation phase, a new breakthrough that's coming for you, of where, I mean, you can hold on to the pain, but you, with the 3 of Swords, you're learning that holding on to the pain isn't what you're meant to do. In order to maintain happiness in your life, you must be allowed to feel this pain, allow it, feel it, respect it, hold space for it, hold space for yourself. But then you've got to be able to move on, move on with your life. This doesn't mean you forget the person that you're grieving. This doesn't mean they're never in your life, or you just immediately cut them out, or you go numb, flight or fight. No, this means that you have a different, deeper understanding. They'll always be special, and they'll always hold this special place for you in your heart. And that time that you shared together with them, now you may be able to connect with them on a different level. There may be an opportunity that comes that you're more aligned. See, there was a point in time when you were aligned with this individual. If this is a breakup, like that you've moved on from someone, or maybe a family member that you're struggling with and grieving, maybe perhaps one of these swords is your own, and it's your mindset. you know, or it's you letting go of your old self, letting go of the fear. Letting go of fear isn't necessarily easy to do. It's something that we were taught at a very young age. From the time we're 7 years old on to however old you are now, you've been living in this, you know, and to break free from those chains that we put in those illusioned chains, you know, we have to change our mentality, and we have to understand and also honor the ego, honor the fear, honor the grief, allow it to be felt. Be still. Yeah, there was a need for some stillness right there. This needed some stillness, quiet time. Quiet time to allow yourself to just be. You don't hide from your fear anymore. You face it. And you understand where the fear comes from now, because you've tapped into your heart space, your inner child, and you've understood the fear. You understood that the fear was the ego all along, that it was trying to protect you. And in doing so, in the protection phase, it keeps you in this comfortable spot. Being in a comfort zone, in a comfortable spot, doesn't mean that you're safe. It just means it's what you know. It's what you're used to. So you've learned this, and by learning this, it's helped you. And by helping you, you have been able to learn, understand, create yourself this new way of thought process, new way of grieving, and honoring yourself, holding space for yourself, holding space for your inner child, connecting with your inner child on a deeper level. And then you move into this stability. 4 is all about stability. It's also deeply related to your root chakra, your base chakra, the one that's all about shelter, food, finances, being taken care of, you know. You're tired here, you know, you're wounded. It's a time that you are now honoring yourself with this fear and with everything you've discovered, and you're honoring and listening to your body, and now you're resting. A good night's sleep is good. You're going to heal or recharge a wound. Heal a wound or recharge yourself. Maybe go on a retreat. But this is more so you connecting with yourself. Allowing yourself to rest and get refreshed, okay? So that you have more clarity. And that's what you do. And you come to this beautiful, full energy. I mean, wow. This is like your inner child coming out to be with you. This is like you and your inner child together. Doing things that you used to do that were very loving, things that held to you, like spontaneous things that you used to do, very free. You're flying. I mean, you're literally flying. You have wings. You have a gold bucket. This is something that's sacred. You're holding on to this. It's like a cup. We're going to Cancer season, and it's like you're getting ready for this. You're ready for these emotions to start flowing. You're ready for this moon energy to be real powerful and come to you. Maybe you're going to the ocean, and it's going to help you to be more fluid, more flowy, you know. This also is definitely something new for you that's coming in, a fresh new beginning. Being open to new things, carefree. There's love, peace, purity. It's important at this time to not be irrational. Spontaneity is good, but don't be irrational about things, okay? The copper pail symbolizes God's unseen energy. And with it being empty, it's a metaphor for Aphrael. It's his clean slate. It's free to fill the pail with whatever comes your way. You can fill that pail up however you'd like. Yeah, closed a chapter, starting a fresh new one. This is a message I have for you today. Hope it resonates. Share in the comments below. Make sure you check out the other readings and hit that like button if anything on here resonated for you, okay? Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow. Happy solstice. Yeah.